won't be in the class video. I'll cut that out. Anyway, so welcome. Glad everyone's here. We have everyone. Let's look at what we have this week. This will be a short class today because we don't have a lesson. We look in Buzz. We're done with Module 5, and now we're finishing Module 6. There's only 4 lessons: parabolas, ellipses, hyperbolas, and the conics collage. I saw a lot of you have that turned in. I got a lot of those to grade. So, turn that in if you haven't. But it's a collage. You're just finding some pictures on the internet. If you wasn't here last week when I gave all the directions, or if you've forgotten the directions, go back and look at the last week's class video. Go towards the end. You can skip the lesson if you want and get to the end where I go over the requirements for this collage. It's not hard. It doesn't take a real long time. Not hard. But this week we have the practice exam and the Module 6 exam. So the practice exam, Module 6. Let's go look at what it shows here. Oh, and there's a video of me taking the practice exam. So after you take the practice exam and you review what you missed, because it's smart to do that before you take the exam, because it's going to be testing the same materials. If there's something you can't figure out, why is that wrong? I don't know why that's wrong. I thought I did that correctly. Why is that wrong? Well, I took the same test, and here's a video of it. And you can go, I missed number 13. Let me go look at Mr. Brock's number 13. So that's there for you. Let's look. The practice exam always has more questions than the exam because they want to make sure you understand. But let's see. There's only 12. This is a short one. It's usually 25 or 30 or something like that. But this has only got 12 problems. So take this problem, this practice test. So find the vertex, focus, directrix, focal width. All the vertexes are 0, 0. So that's not a difference. But figure out that. Let's see. This is a parabola and it's an x squared. So this is a up and down parabola. It's a negative, so it's a down parabola, which means the focus has got to be below the vertex. So that knocks out 2 of them right there. It's got to be either the second or third one. The directrix has to be above, which both of these are above, or the ones that's below. And the focal width, is it 160 or is it 40? Remember, it's 4p, 4p. And what's p? P is the distance from the vertex to the focus, or the vertex to the directrix to the other direction. Well, since the vertex is 0, 0, and the focus is negative 10, which we'd calculate from that, p is 10. So the focal width must be that one there, 40. So anyway, do these problems. I'm going to go ahead and turn it in so I can look at the next thing. See, that was right. That was right. Then you can go here, and here is the video of me taking the same test. Let's see how long that video is. 43. Woo. 43 minutes, which you can maximize that, make it on. But you don't have to watch the whole thing. If you got half these right, see, I'm showing how to work that first problem right there. I go through all the details on how to figure out which answer is correct. But if you did that right, skip that one. See, I can go down. I'm still working number 1, 5 minutes in. Now I'm on number 2. So, yeah, just skip to the ones you need help with. Working number 6. Working number 9. Yeah, just skip the ones you need help with. You don't have to watch all 43 minutes because hopefully you know a lot of this. And when you take the practice test, you'll get a lot of those right. If you know how you did it, you don't have to watch me take the practice test. But then we just have just one part of the test. There's not a part 1, part 2 this week. So, yes, I want to start now. See what I got. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10. 13 problems. There's one that you have to do the work on. You're finding an equation for this ellipse. Now, this is a it's just a parabola. This is half an ellipse because a tunnel is shaped like a semi-ellipse, which means half an ellipse. So if this was an ellipse, what would the equation be for this ellipse? And there's the dimensions and all that good stuff. So that one you have to actually do. The rest of them are multiple choice, 12 multiple choice problems. So that's what you have this week. Practice test. Remember, the practice test you can take as many times as you want to. It counts as a practice grade, so it doesn't affect your score if you bomb it. But if you bomb it, then you need to say, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to go look at these ones I missed and figure out what I'm doing before I take the test, which does count, right? That one does count, so I want to make sure I know what I'm doing when I get to that. And that's what that video is for with me taking the practice test. Well, I just don't know how to do number 8, I guess. Well, go see how I did number 8, because I'll explain it step by step how I get my answer. So there you go. That's what this week holds. No new lesson. Next week we'll start module 7 and see what kind of fun that holds for us. But up until then, we're done. So guys, have a great week. This is a B day Friday, so we only have class again on Wednesday. If your grade's below 70%, get it above 70 by Wednesday. Then you won't have to come. Otherwise, I'll see you then. So, all right, guys, have a great week. I'll hang around if anyone's got questions or needs help with anything.